Hello and welcome to Vision Denial. My name is Sam and this is Road to MSI 2023 Meet the Teams. If you're new here, I've watched every single playoff game of every region participating in MSI. Asterisk, not watching a winter split from LEC for reasons I've mentioned previously. In today's video, we're going to be talking about, or this specific video at least, Movistar R7 or Rainbow 7 as I'm going to keep calling them from now on. I'm going to be talking about a bunch of stats that relate to other teams, so how each team relates to another. Those particular stats I've gotten from, there's a link down below for how I've organized all of them. If you want to take a look, and if you have any other questions, I can answer those as they come. Without further ado, let's take a look at the ninth team to qualify for Worlds. Let's meet the coaching staff and style of Rainbow 7. Kim over here, the jungler, this particular jungler, started out in Season 3 with notably Halfnet, Furious, and Rebirth before becoming a coach in Season 10 with Rainbow 7, briefly doing some work with Leviathan, and then returning to the organization in Season 13. Compared to the other teams here, Rainbow 7 is 10th in game duration, last in gold per minute, 8th in gold difference at 15, 4th in win rate when ahead at 15, 12th in first turret, 9th in damage per minute, 2nd in first blood, which is pretty good, 5th in kills per game, 7th in death per game, 10th in plates, 8th in drakes per game, last in heralds, and 8th in barons. And honestly, they're fairly under average across the board. I don't have much faith in this team regarding being able to compete with any of the others, but there's little glimpse of hope here and there. Let's meet the top laner for Rainbow 7. Bong. This Korean top laner played in the Challenger circuit starting in Season 11, having a brief debut in Turkey with Nasar before Turkey just became a subdivision of EMEA, and then joining Rainbow 7 in Season 13. Amongst other top laners, he's 5th in KDA, which is really good. However, he's 10th in CS per minute, 12th in gold per minute, 9th in damage per minute, 8th in kill participation, 10th in kill share, 10th in gold share, and tied 2nd in champion pool. He's rather flexible. If you give him a tank or a side lane threat, it won't matter. His underwhelming performance stems from the team's unwillingness to stick to the draft itself and forces Bong to half play either a side lane threat or a team fight threat. He may not be able to keep up against many of his peers here because he's pulled in too many directions. Let's meet the jungler for Rainbow 7, Audi. This jungler has been part of the Challenger scene since Season 3, making his debut with Lion Gaming in Season 6 and jumping between Rainbow 7 and Isuru's Gaming, having stayed with this organization, however, since Season 11. Amongst other junglers, he is 4th in KDA, and then 8th in CS per minute, 11th in gold per minute, last in damage per minute, that's notable, 7th in kill participation, 6th in kill share, tied 5th, however, in gold share, and 2nd in champion pool. While he seems to be trending a little average, Audi has been limited with success around skirmishes and damage dealing junglers, leaving tank options there as his main focus. He's got the wide pool, he's just not very good at a lot of them. And given how many resources are poured into him compared to his counterparts, or his contemporaries to be specific, and how low that actually is, I can see him struggle against the other junglers of the tourney who, again, do more with less. Let's meet the mid laner of Rainbow 7, Miru. Having debuted with Home on Life for a brief period in Season 10, playing with Estran for another brief period in Season 12, Miru joins Rainbow 7 in Season 13 as their star player. Amongst other mid laners, he's 7th in KDA, 6th in CS per minute, 4th in gold per minute, and this is where it gets really good, 1st in damage per minute, 2nd in kill participation, 1st in kill share, 1st in gold share, and then tied 8th in champion pool. Miura is the standout player of this roster, and I have no doubts he'll be able to keep up with his contemporaries of the tournament, but whether his individual play is enough to keep his team afloat, or they'll have a hard time keeping up with him, we have yet to see. Because I don't doubt he's going to do pretty good against some of the other mid laners, just fine even. Just the rest of his team, I don't think has quite the stuff, you know? Let's meet the bot laner of Rainbow 7, Seo. Making his debut in Season 11 with this particular organization, and it's been met with a lot of success. So, how does that work in the International? Amongst the other bot laners, he's 9th in KDA, last in CS per minute, last in gold per minute, 6th in damage per minute, 2nd in kill participation, 11th in kill share, last in gold share, 2nd in champion pool. And honestly, while flexible and constant with his team fighting, the rest of his play gives me heavy doubts that he can keep up with his contemporaries in the bot lane with a significant lack of resources overall compared to all of them. It just doesn't give me the impression he'll be able to keep up, quite honestly. And finally, let's meet the support player for Rainbow 7, Leonce. Having been part of the Challenger scene since Season 10, he makes his debut with Rainbow 7 in this season, Season 13. His stats amongst other supports, quite frankly, are not great. 10th in KDA, 8th in kill participation, 12th in kill share. Well, at least the kill share being solo is pretty good. And 4th in gold share, which is not great, however. He ties 4th in champion pool. He has diversity. And then you look at the vision play itself, and last in vision control approximately, and 10th in vision denial approximately. Fairly low down there. Leonce is pretty serviceable as far as supports go. But looking into his stats and the overall vision of the team, there is a clear indication that team fighting with little preparation is the MO of the team. It'll be a wonder if they can even keep up with the other supports who have incredible vision denial. My final thoughts on this, honestly, Rainbow 7 is an incredibly stylish and fun team to watch, and their presence will be incredibly fun to have here at MSI. But having one strong player in Miru while the others are poised to struggle against the competition is not a great sight, and it would be disingenuous to suggest that they would make it further than round 1 of best of 3. Now that said, the coordination that exists around Miru is real, and they do use side lanes to create space where needed fairly creatively at some points. So if any team does underestimate them, they'll be in for a rude awakening for maybe 1 or 2 games, give or take. I don't know, those are at least my thoughts. What do you think? Do you think I'm being a little too harsh on Rainbow 7? Do you think they'll have a chance at maybe making it to the best of 5 stage? Or is it more like they'll do a pretty good job getting 1 or 2 series wins before ultimately getting kicked out? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And again, all of the stats that I've talked about, or at least the relative stats, are in the description down below if you want to get a look at the overall details and pictures of everything. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time at MSI. Bye. Thank you again for watching. Greatly appreciated. These kinds of videos take quite a bit of time. If you're interested, we've got over here more videos about the other teams that have qualified for MSI, and if you're curious about the process in which I've watched every single playoff, here's a playlist of the road itself to MSI. If you have any particular thoughts, comments, or predictions, I'd love to hear those things down below, and if you care to, right below over here, this little button, you can click on it and subscribe. Thank you.